Okay guys, this is how you create a quiz that will automatically grade on Google Forms. So to get to Google Forms, you're going to go up to the waffle here and you're going to click it and go down to where it says more and click Forms and it'll bring you here. Then, see up here all these different templates, you're going to hit blank quiz and you'll get into the format for creating a normal Google form. Then you should immediately go up to the settings, because you want to know when your students submit the quiz who submitted what for their answers. So it will automatically log them in. So you're going to click collect email addresses so that when you see their responses, you'll say, okay, this was sent by Tommy. I always click limit to one response so that they could only do the quiz one time. And then I go over to quizzes up here. And it's already checked because I had a quiz template. Make this a quiz. And it will automatically grade each submission. The only thing it will not grade is the short answer, or if you're having them do like an essay, you will have to grade that. It will grade multiple choice, matching, all kinds of stuff like that. So when the students submit their quiz, it will show them what they missed. So I check that. It'll show them the correct answers. If you do not want them to see the correct answers and you want them to correct their paper, you would uncheck that box. And they'll see that this question's worth 2 points. So I'm going to hit save. And then I can start making my quiz. So let's say I wanted it to be a vocabulary quiz. I'll put vocabulary quiz and then whichever one it is. Here, I just click it and I type in my directions, and I usually say fill in the blank with the correct vocabulary word. Okay. Then I'll start coming down to my questions. So my first question, let's just say, is the word advance. So I'll say the basketball team, and I put a blank. And I could copy that blank so I could use it multiple times. The basketball team advanced to the finals after winning their game last night. Okay, so that's my question that the kids will see, and I can choose if it's going to be multiple choice, if it's going to be check boxes. If I want them to click more than one answer, like the air test, I could do check boxes. If it's going to be like a drop-down list of choices, we could do short answer, but you'll have to grade those, or paragraph. Let's see. These are all just different choices you can do, but most of the time it's these three. And I'll put my different vocabulary words. So option 1, I could put access, advance, decipher, just the vocab words from the Wonders texts. And it doesn't matter, you could just leave it like that. So what you want to do is make sure you click this required button, because you want to make sure that the students don't accidentally skip a question. It won't let them submit their form if you click without answering all the questions if you click this right here. Then, once I finish my question, you need to go to answer key. Let's say I want this to be 1 point. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to bump this up to 1 point. I'm not sure if you could do half points or not. It looks like you can't. Alright, so I learned something. So you make it 1 point. Then you're going to, this is the answer, so you're going to select the answer that is correct. So I'm going to, I should change that to advanced. I made a mistake. So advance, and then I could go back and edit. Advanced. If I'm finished with this, I can make a new question with this button. I can put a title. You could add images, you could add videos, or what I mostly do, because a lot of the time these answers are going to be the same for multiple questions, is I click this button and it copies the question for me. So instead of retyping in all of my answers, I can just change this right here to be one of the other words. So I had to decipher the code in the secret message. Then I'll go back down to answer key, and it's already clicked required because I copied it, and it's already worth 1 point, but I have to make sure I change it from advanced for this one to decipher. Okay? So that's how you make the questions. Make sure you do the answer key part. If I want to change what this looks like, I go up to color palette, and this is kind of just like the boring colors, but you can click this, and it will give you a whole bunch of backgrounds. So let's just choose this one since it's reading. And it will change how it looks like. Now, this is all the editing screen, and I'm going to change the name up here so in my drive it says vocab quiz 1. This is just the editing screen. If I want to see what the kids will see, you click this eye here that says preview. Okay, this is exactly what the kids will see when they get on here. It will have them logged in on their Chromebooks with their right email address, and they'll go down and take this quiz. So let's see, the basketball team advanced. I'll get that one right. I had to, instead of saying decipher, I'll put access just to see what it shows you. And then when they're done, I'll click submit. And the kids can click view their score, and they'll see what they got right and what they missed and what the correct answer was if you want them to see the correct answer. Now, while the kids in my class are doing that, I can go back to my editing screen. If you clicked out, you can go back through your drive and find it again. And you click where it says responses. And it will show me a summary of my whole class, how many people got all of them right, which in this case is only 2 points, how many of them got 1 of them right, and how many of them got 0 of them right. And it will show me a list right here of all the kids in my class. So I can individually click on them, and it'll show me their quiz. So it'll show me exactly what that student missed. And then to get out of that, I go back to summary. And then it shows me the individual questions. So what percentage of kids chose this, what percentage of kids chose this, and what percentage of kids chose that. So you could kind of see their misunderstandings. And let's see. It'll go by question. Here, if I wanted to go to question 1 or question 2, it'll show what everybody put for that. And if a kid accidentally, let's say that they, sometimes on the Chromebooks, it will mess up and select a different answer for them if they hit the down arrow on their laptop. You can always change their score. So if they actually got a 0 because they messed up, but they deserve to get a 1 and they explain to you, you can do that, and then you hit the plus, and it will give them the points. So then what I do to put all this in the gradebook is I go to summary, and here you will have a list of all the kids, and you'll be able to scroll. So I just write down on a piece of paper, okay, Eleni got 1, Heaven got 4, and so on, all down here, and then I could just quickly put it in the gradebook without having to grade. I think that's it. So my kids get to this form normally through Google Classroom. If you don't have a Google Classroom, you can go to this link here, and you could click shorten URL. And this is the link that they would type in to get to this quiz. If you have Google Classroom, I could show you how to put it in Google Classroom if you don't know. Just email me. All right, thanks.